difference there. Now, alfalfa has a 8 calcium to 1 phosphorus ratio. It has more calcium than cow's milk. That's how, but it's still too high. And fizzy drinks like Coca-Cola have a 1 calcium to 20 ratio, to 20 phosphorus ratio. This is another reason that fizzy drinks like Coca-Cola are just bad for you guys, because it stops the calcium from your bones. Now, I'm going to read a segment from a 2010 journal article from the British Journal of Nutrition, where they studied how calcium phosphorus ratio in the habitual diets of 147 healthy women to see if it affected their parathyroid hormone concentration and calcium metabolism. And here's what Virpal E. Kemi and his research team found. In habitual diets with low calcium phosphorus ratios may interfere with the homeostasis, which is the equilibrium in your body of calcium metabolism, and increased bone resorption, as indicated by higher serum parathyroid hormone and calcium and the calcium levels. What this also means, guys, for those of you who aren't familiar with the term resorption, not reabsorption, resorption, it is linked with loss in bone mineral density and osteoporosis as well. It just re-emphasizes the calcium phosphorus ratio balance. However, I would like to state this. Resorption, bone resorption, is a normal part of the bone cycle in your body, because all the time you're replacing bone tissue. All of the time. Resorption's part of it. But in this context, all it means is that bone reabsorption, too much of it, and the lack of calcium there will affect your bone mineral density and may increase your risk of osteoporosis, ankylosing spondylitis, kyphosis, other bone deficiency symptoms. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So, anyway guys, we're coming towards the end of this podcast now, guys, so I want to wrap this up, and I'm going to wrap this up by reading a short segment of an article published from the National Institutes of Health, the PMC, on calcium intake and health, which was published last year in July 2019. The research team, Gabriella Cormick and Jose M. Belizan, discussed in detail how calcium affects blood pressure, pregnancy, and bone health. And they came to the conclusion that, as the majority of health situations, inequities in calcium intake are clearly shown at the global level. So regarding the achievement of calcium recommendations at the population level, long-term beneficial effects can be expected. So guys, the lesson here is take into account what foods and drinks you consume, because long-term, especially long-term, it can have either a negative or positive effect on your overall health. You need to educate yourself on supplements, in particular when you're out in supplement stores. If this has raised an issue for you and you realize that you highlighted a few things and you want to recover your health and you want to go out there to the supplement stores and find this out, then it is important that you do your research, because not all supplements are created equally. They just aren't, period. We'd like to believe that they have the best interests at heart, but there are ways for companies who don't have integrity or are just lazy to cut corners. They'll cut corners to get the supplements on the shelves because they want to sell them quickly. They want to sell them now. So be careful, do your research, guys. Don't be frightened to ask questions when you go into supplement stores. And yeah, just be cautious about that. And also you need to become familiar with the ratios of the calcium phosphorus ratios in food, because you could be sapping calcium from your bones and not even know it. So yeah, guys, just take into consideration, do your homework when you go to supplement stores, and be sure to familiarize yourself with the ratios, calcium phosphorus ratios, because the higher the phosphorus, the more calcium you need to balance it out. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. In the next episode, I will be talking about selenium, what it is, and why it's important for your human body. Again, guys, stay safe. Thank you so much for listening. This is Bradley Abbott, signing off. Put their spice and why don't you have a slice? Thanks, guys. Peace out.